Hey guys! So you asked me about French women and sunscreen and sunblock, city blocks and how we live with the sun and everything. So I can't answer for all French women, of course, but I can see you what I see, what I observe, and I can see, of course, what I feel for myself. What I see still in 2013 is that French women want to tan and want to get tan because they think it's more beautiful. And we can see today again we can see lots of people that go, oh sorry, I'm searching my words, so okay, I won't search my words. We can see very often people every summer on the beaches. You can see people that are tanning like crazy, that are red, that have sunburns, and to get tan and to get, as they think, beautiful. And this is of course very dangerous because you can, at the last dangerous is that you will age very quicker, and you will have discolorations on your face and body and wrinkles, and the worst of course is that you can get a skin cancer. But you have this, and I still know people who go to tanning cabins, how do you call that, you know, when you do UV rays just to get tan, and this is just so dangerous. And it's I don't even understand why those cabins are still allowed, because it's a public health problem. I mean, skin cancer and all this. And well, anyway, so in France, girls tend to try to tan. You can see when the weather is nice, which is not actually for this year, so nobody is really threatened by the sun, but you can see lots of women. If you have a beautiful day, you can see lots of people having lunch on a terrace in the sun, very often without sunscreen and just like this, you know. And I'm always like, my God, you are aging! Can't you see you're aging? I never go in the sun, never. I never tan. I never go in the sun. So I can't understand this. But we don't have a big culture of fake tanning as you have, for what I can see on YouTube. In Australia, England, America, you have a big culture of fake tanning, which is fine, because at least if you want to be a little bit tan, it's better to have fake tanning than sun, because it's not dangerous for your skin and for your health. So, but I think you want to be tan as we want, well, as French want, but you don't necessarily go in the sun for this. You have the alternative of fake tanning, and in France not a lot of people do fake tanning. We don't have a lot of fake tanning cabins, you know, when you can have a fake tanning shower or something like that. It's not very popular like in America or this kind of country. It's not as easy as is it for you. So people tend to go to the sun, and I don't think the city block, the sunscreen for daily use, is not as popular as in America or England or Australia, because of course in Australia the sun is very dangerous. But no, in France it's not like this. Lots of women don't wear a sunscreen on a daily basis, especially if the weather is not absolutely brilliant. Yeah, we don't have a very mature approach of the sun and its damages. It's coming, but it's long, and it's not that yet. It's not that. I think you American people, for what I see on YouTube at least, and in magazines and this kind of thing, you are more advanced for this. Well, for what I see. Maybe I fail, maybe I'm wrong, I don't know, but it's the feeling I have. For myself, as I told you, I never tan, on my face especially. It can happen on my body, on my arms and legs. Well, on legs I don't tan at all. I don't know, I have got like an alien skin on my legs that is always like fluorescent white all year long. Whatever I do, can stay 4 hours in the sun without sunscreen. My legs won't do anything. It won't happen anything. They won't burn, they won't tan, they won't nothing. I don't know what it is. It's probably not human skin. But on my arms and shoulders I can have a little bit of tan, but just a very, very small amount, because I don't expose myself. If I get a little bit of gold, a little bit of tint, but a very tiny bit, it's just because walking in the street when it's sunny, which doesn't happen very often in Paris, but it's not on purpose. I never do this in the sun. Never anymore, because I used to do it before when I was young and stupid, as I tend to say, and I spent hours in the sun midday in the south of France without sunscreen. I was the same color of my sweater, you see, and it was absolutely horrible. I was very happy, and of course I got a melasma because of this, and because of this melasma I never tan anymore, never ever. Because I know in 10 minutes it can pigment and you can see it and the coloration appears, and then you have for a month to see it disappear, and there is nothing to do to it except not going to the sun anymore, ever. So what I do is that if I'm in a nice country, a sunny place, I always wear a sunscreen. It can be a city sunscreen, a city block, or a regular beach sunscreen, very, of course, always 50 plus sunscreen, always the higher SPF. And in Paris, well, that's, of course, when I was like in Los Angeles, I always wore sunscreen. It was obvious. And I used the Daylong. Wait a minute, I will show it to you because I have it here. Wait. Yeah, that's important. I didn't plan to talk to you about it. I planned to have just a general chat about it, but I think it's important. You see this product? It's a Swiss lab, which is called Spirig. Well, actually this one is located in France, in the east of France, but they are Swiss. And this protection, this sunscreen, is very, very handy because you apply it once a day, except if you're going to swim or bath. But you can, how many baths can you have with it? I don't know, I don't remember if it's 2 or 4, maybe it's 4 baths of 20 minutes each. But basically I used it when I was in California last year and I didn't tan at all, and I was a lot in the sun because I had no choice. There was no shade, no trees, just little palm trees like this, but it was not enough and I was a lot outside. And you can apply it once a day, which means you apply it in the morning. Sorry, I can't breathe one more. You apply it in the morning and then you can put on your makeup over it. And then it's okay for the day and you don't have to be upset about it, and you don't have to reapply it, and you are protected with it. So it's a great, great discovery for me. I really love it. I think for children also. Oh yes, it's written here, Swiss made, you see. They have one special for children, which is so handy because you know how it is to run after a child to put him sunscreen every 2 hours. It's really, really handy and effective, and it's of course greasy, and it's not a cosmetic product. It's a sunscreen. I know that people who have skin cancer get advised to use it by their doctor. So it's not a medication, but it's really a serious product. It's not cosmetic at all. So it's greasy, it's shiny. You have to powder a lot your makeup with it, but you are protected. So it's really nice. So if I really am in a place with a lot of sun, I will wear that, with or without makeup, on my face, on my body, everywhere. If I'm in Paris and miraculously it's sunny, wow, 2 days a year, maybe we have some sun here, brilliant. And I know I will spend some time outside because the majority of the time I'm just locked in my computer and I don't move away from my apartment, or maybe at 5 o'clock in the afternoon to buy some bread, and anyway it's raining, so it's not very dangerous considering the sun and the UV. So most of the time I don't wear a sunscreen in Paris, but if if the weather is nice, I know I will spend a lot of time outside, I know I won't be protected, there will be no shade, like if I do some photos, for instance, this kind of thing. So I will wear a special city block, you know, a sunscreen that is made for the town, for the city, and it's not as greasy as the other ones because the formulation is different, but it's as effective, of course. And I think my favorite one of all, the one I tried, is the Kiehl's one, the Ultralight Daily UV Defense. And it's really, really pleasant because it's like a moisturizer. Basically, it's just really like a moisturizer, and if your skin is not dry, you can wear it alone without a moisturizer. You just put your lotion or serum or whatever, or nothing if you use nothing, and just this, and it's okay. And if your skin is dry, you can put a moisturizer under it, but it's really, it's not shiny, it's not greasy, it's not white, it's not tacky, it's just like a light cream, you know, and it's very pleasant, and it works, of course. It's a 50 SPF, an SPF 50, sorry. It's really, of course, effective and a very serious product, but the formulation is different, so it's very much more pleasant to use. So that's how I do. And even if I wear this, I don't expose myself. If I have to be in the sun because I'm waiting for the bus and there is no shelter or nothing, I tend to turn myself not to have the sun on my face. But with this, I feel like it's okay. I can stay 10 minutes in the sun without seeing my melasma appearing like this, because 10 minutes is enough for this. And I must say that I don't have problem with the fact of not being tanned, maybe except on the legs, but as long as I don't show my legs, it's not really a problem. But on the face, it's not a problem at all, because I think pale skins are very nice, and even if you want to look a little bit darker or a little bit bronzy, or you have so many beautiful makeup products to achieve that you don't need to tan. And the result of this non-tanning policy that I have seen that I've had for years is that I've got almost no wrinkles, and that is quite nice and pleasant, and I think it's worth it. I mean, I prefer, that's what I always say to people who tell me, well, take a bit of sun, try to be a bit tan or something like that. I say, no, thank you, I prefer to be white than old. So that's it. That's a little general impression about tan in France and my feelings about it and what I do about it. So I hope you think it's interesting, because for me it's absolutely fascinating to see what American, English and Australian girls do for their fake tanning, to protect themselves, to the conscience of the sun and the damages and everything. Is very interesting in different countries, and I'd like to talk with you about that and what you do in your country, even though you're not, of course, American, Australian or English, because all countries are interesting and different, and that's why it's so rich and fascinating. So I hope we can talk about this in the comments. I would like it very much. I will see you soon. Bye guys.